Always go for the lowest payment possible for the shortest term that makes sense. Maybe. It depends, though, doesn't it? If my objective is to build wealth, and I'm not hungry for monthly cash flow, could I elect to exchange monthly cash flow for short-term future growth? In other words, if I'm giving a seller back a mortgage on a property, let's say I'm giving a seller back a mortgage for $60,000, could I elect to pay that individual, for example, $500 a month and pay it off in maybe 8 years or whatever, or go for a $350 a month payment and take 20 years? I could do either one, couldn't I? If for long-term growth, which is the better plan? The first one, because I'm going to pay a lot less interest, and in a very short period of time, this one's done, paid off. Now, whether I keep the property or whether I sell it on a wraparound mortgage, if I accomplish the same thing here, if I pay this off earlier, isn't all of my incoming payment now mine? Yes? So I've created cash flow in the future, not too far away, by sacrificing the $150 a month that probably doesn't mean anything to me anyway. See what I'm saying? But if I'm going for monthly cash flow, trying to replace my job, I may elect to go this route and build that monthly cash flow faster, because that will mean a lot more to me. So I have the choice. If you want to build wealth, you got to create the shortest term that your road out will allow you to create. In other words, there's no way I'm going to give the seller back a $500 payment unless I know I'm going to get more from that from my buyer, is there? I'm not talking about one of the negative cash flow deals here. Those don't compute in this computer. But there's a difference between a small spread and a big spread. I'm telling you, when you're dealing with individuals, you have a choice most of the time of which to create. So you got to get your old trusty calculator out. And so if you're in a wealth building mode, I mean, the younger folks in the room, well, I don't know, could go either way, couldn't it? Couldn't you older folks be more interested in this? Yeah? Yeah? Because you got to do it quick, you know? You want to get there quick because you started too late. Well, you never start too late, but you started later than you should. But you younger folks, maybe you're going to live forever. So you want the cash flow now to buy all them toys with that you don't really need and won't use when you buy. Huh?
Buy more houses.
You mean with this cash flow?
Yeah.
Well, the only one problem with that theory is that ain't what happens to the money most of the time. It gets squandered. That's, this is a forced savings plan, isn't it? Yeah? Besides, you know what I like? Man, when I got an 8-year ammo or a 10-year ammo on a property, I just feel like I'm getting somewhere. When I got a 20, 30-year ammo, I feel like I'm wasting money, which I am. A bloody fortune in interest. However, when I sell, I want to stretch my payments out as long as I can. Don't I? Now, Jimmy won't agree with that. Jimmy Napier won't agree with that. He'll say, you want to get them employees back in so you can put them to work as fast as possible. See, to him, a dollar bill is an employee, which it is, isn't it? Okay? But what the fallacy is that Jimmy's got a high degree of control over his money, and he understands money very thoroughly, where most people do not. Just because you're getting that money in faster don't mean you're going to make best use of it, does it? If you make best use of it, Jimmy's right. Always get it back as fast as you can. But I believe that more of us need forced savings plans than we need to get it back as fast as we can. So obviously, what works for one won't work for another. I prefer to stretch out my incoming payments as long as possible because it's all interest. And what I've learned, it doesn't make any difference. If I take back a mortgage for 30 years, am I going to collect it for 30 years anyway? Heck no. 2.8 years later, somebody's going to be wanting to pay me off. So I might as well let them pay me off more because I collected all interest and no principal during the 2.8 years that they were out there paying me. And if I structure it for a shorter term, big deal. I get a few extra dollars per month coming in. So what? It doesn't mean anything anyway. So I might as well collect all interest and no principal. Yes, Joe?
When you say older people on the 8 years, why wouldn't it be better for, say, us older ones to go for the 20 years to get a bigger spread, to get more income coming in now, and then let the heirs take off from that?
Well, I wasn't...
You take, say, 20 houses at maybe
I was
$200 a month.
I was assuming, Joe, that you're more interested in yourself than your heirs.
Well, I am.
Okay, then wouldn't you rather have this $500 a month in 8 years?
Yeah,
All
but
yours.
I won't be around 8 years.
Oh, well, then it won't matter to you whichever way you do it, okay?
Now, but if I get it now, I can use it now. Get a bigger spread. If I get 20 houses,
I think I just said, though, Joe, if you can control that money and you are highly disciplined, you'd probably want to get it back now, okay? But if you're not, or if you're just trying to create, by the way, if you're trying to create a big estate for your heirs, this is the best way to go, Joe, because right now, that $150 ain't going to mean diddly to you, is it? Huh?
if I get enough of it,
But-
I'm going to make my income per month greater right now that I can...
If income per month is what you're looking for, Joe, you'll take this plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, I get it. If a retirement or growth or building a big estate is what you're looking for, you'll take that plan. What if you did both?